Keep in mind that some of the audio I recorded may be off sync to what I'm doing in the video because of the fact I recorded this video before I recorded the audio over it. Hello everybody, Jack Dangerous here with another video, and welcome to Minecraft Tutorials. In this video today, I will be teaching you guys how to build the Twin Towers in Minecraft in honor of today. So, first off, I'm going to put on the screen real quick the materials you will need for this build. I don't know the exact amount, but here are the materials up on screen. And without further ado, let's begin. So to start off this build, you will need at least a 17 by 17 space per tower in order to fit all of the assets of the tower in and not have anything hit walls of any other buildings you may have in whichever world you're in, if it's a building next to it or if it's a mountain, depending on if these are your only builds or if you have a whole city or whatever you're doing for these buildings. Okay, so first we're going to start by placing a glass pane for the corner and placing two black glass panes on either side of it. Okay, so now we are going to do an alternating pattern of stone brick wall, nothing, stone brick wall, all the way for 6 stone brick walls, and then we will redo our pattern of a black glass pane, white glass pane, and then another black glass pane. Do that all the way around the building, and then we will be able to move on to the next step. Now that that's done, you can see that I jumped all the way to having black glass blocks behind each block, except you leave spaces on between the middle 4 stone brick walls. I skipped through it because it wasn't that important of the placing of the blocks. So you can see this pattern here. I will try to pause the footage right here so then you can get a good look at it. That's the pattern you're going to want to replicate. So just fill in all the way through the corners for the first 2 stone brick walls. Then the middle 4, in between those, you'll leave 3 spaces for the doors. Now, before we finish the pattern upwards, we are going to place black glass blocks 3 blocks above, all the way around, leaving room for the doors. Then, bring the whole structure up by 2 glass blocks. This area is what is going to become the lobby of whichever tower you are building. After this, continue the stone brick walls up to the top of the lobby. Then continue the glass panes. Alright, so here's where the build starts to get a little bit more complex and more weird. So, over all of the stone brick walls, you are going to be putting a block of gray concrete. Then, afterwards, we will do kind of a checkerboard pattern, which will lead up into the stilts, if I may, that we are going to build all the way to the top of the structure. Then fill in behind the checkerboard pattern with glass. Up until the pattern starts checkerboarding, also make sure to add in the glass panes, but after we finish the checkerboard pattern, where we are going to build the blocks up from, we will only be using the white glass panes up the building from then on out. Before you complete the checkerboard pattern, fill in above the glass with gray concrete. This will give the look of multiple floors on the inside, and that is the basis for where you would put floors inside of the towers. After this, we will complete our checkerboard pattern. Now it is time to begin our new pattern. Fill in the corners with white glass panes, and then begin to build up with black stained glass for a total of 3 blocks, and then cap it off with gray concrete. Do that all the way around and keep continuing till the top of the structure. We will be continuing this pattern for about 87 blocks up. Not to be exact, but somewhere around there. Before you finish the structure, you may want to continue the lines that we are starting on the checkerboard pattern up for a guide in order to figure out exactly how tall the building will be. The line that will be your guide will be about 88 blocks tall. After you have finished that pillar, you will want to put 3 pieces of gray concrete immediately over it. This will be our guideline for how tall to build that previous pattern that I had created. We will build that pattern all the way to the top of that, and then we will continue on to the new pattern that will be started after that. After you have finished the 3 black stained glass, 1 gray concrete pattern all the way up, repeat the same pillar that you used as a guideline all the way around the building. At about 26 blocks above the lobby, and then again at 54 blocks above the lobby, we are going to be placing 3 pieces of dark gray, gray concrete. This gives it the more signature. Then create a square of iron blocks that is hollowed out behind the quartz stairs. Make sure to leave room in the center for the other blocks we will be using. At the top of the pillars, you're going to want to put some more of the stone brick walls in between each set. After that, we are going to pillar up again with the white stained glass panes all the way across each corner. Then, line the top of the entire tower with some of the concrete that we used for the pillars. Then, after that, use some quartz stairs over the top of it to give it, again, that Twin Towers look. Then, create a square of iron blocks that is hollowed out behind the quartz stairs. Make sure to leave room in the center for the other blocks we will be using. Then place a row of gray concrete behind each row of iron blocks. This will be covered up later by some smooth stone slabs before our project is finished. After you have covered up the gray concrete with smooth stone slabs, We are going to then fill in the blanks with smooth sandstone. At this point, you can experiment with what you want to do if you are using the south tower. But after I show you some of my ideas I had for the south tower, which you can see on the screen now, I'll show you how to build the spire of the north tower. So this part of the build is what separates the north tower from the south tower. The north tower has always had a spire on it. Now, what you're going to want to do for this part of the build is you're going to want to grab some stone brick walls and then place them in kind of an X formation starting from the center block of each side. Leave a space in the middle to continue the spire up, but then you will be placing a block in the center, that of a block of iron. You'll be placing a block of iron there, 2 blocks of iron to be exact. Then place 2 glass panes, black glass panes, above each of the walls, going up the side of the spire. This will begin our new spire pattern. Place a stone brick wall, and then 3 light gray stained glass above it. Feel free to fill in under the legs of the spire with some gray stained concrete. Above the stained glass, place 3 blocks of iron, a stone brick wall, and then repeat the pattern that we've had going of 3 gray stained glass and then 3 iron. After you have repeated that design again, place 3 light gray stained glass and then 2 more stone brick walls. Also be sure to place torches around your spire and inside of your building. The rest of the twin towers is up to you. You can leave it hollow as a decoration, or you can fill in the floors like I did. It doesn't matter. And remember, the top of the south tower is probably the most flexible part of this build. I ended up going with some white glass panes all the way around the sides, but you don't have to. Anyways, guys, here's the Twin Towers in all their glory. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And I will see all of you in the next video. This is Jack Dangerous, signing off.